I'm Claudia Catania, and you're listening to Playing on Air. You are about to hear At the Water's Edge Wet, written and directed by Jonathan Bernstein, whose plays and musicals have been produced all over the country. Directing credits include work at regional and off-Broadway theaters, as well as Broadway and London supervising director credits. And he serves on the faculty at the Eugene O'Neill National Theatre Institute and the Theatre Writing Program at NYU. At the Water's Edge Wet features Jeremy Shamos, whose Broadway credits include Noises Off, Clybourne Park, and Glengarry Glen Ross, among many. He is also a regular off-Broadway and has played recurring roles on television's Better Call Saul and Nurse Jackie. Also featured is Callie Thorne. She was last seen on stage in Neil LaBoute's The Money Shot, and on television on Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, Rescue Me, and The Wire. We'll talk with Jonathan, Jeremy, and Callie right after they record. And now, At the Water's Edge Wet. Thomas and Laurie are in a theater stage manager's booth at the rear of a theater with a view of the stage. Each wears a headset. They are monitoring a performance in progress as they call its light and sound cues.
Lights 368 and sound 480.
368, 480.
Go.
Yep.
Lights 370, sound 490.
370, 490.
Go.
Boom.
And lights 375, sound 500.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Geez, the show seems a little off tonight.
Yeah, those two were in a terrible mood backstage.
Why?
I don't know, but collecting valuables at half hour was kind of awful back there.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
I think they're fighting.
Again?
I think so.
Ugh, that sucks.
Yeah.
What is the matter with them?
Who knows? Been in love too long, I guess.
Okay, well, that's not morbid at all.
Hey, lady, morbid is my Lights 380 and sound 505 middle name. Go.
Ugh, why can't we all just get along, as the song says?
Is that a song?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't think so.
Should be.
Should be.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda doesn't win the war, though.
I have heard that, yes. That is so true. I think genuinely none of the wars in human history have been won by shoulda, woulda, or coulda. Yeah, there tends to be more of an emphasis on weapons.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, fooda, mudda, putta. Oh, why can't we say, why can't we all get along? I believe that's how it goes.
Huh, okay. I'm not familiar with that particular track.
Singing, why can't we, oh, now why cannot we, everybody, all get along? That's, what was that?
That was called Harmony.
Pretty sure not so much.
What was wrong with that?
Harmonies, Tom, tend to fit together. That's what makes them
Okay,
harmonious. That's the definition.
That fit together.
No, it didn't.
That totally fit.
Nah.
Come on. I'm sorry. You have no idea.
I'm sorry.
What authentic... you should be sorry because you're used to sort of like an auto-tune situation. Okay, but that was real, authentic... Oh, God. Lights 385, sound 510. Go. Go, 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 go. Sorry.
Oops.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
No, that's my fault. No, but I shouldn't be
It's
singing,
me. It's
really.
entirely my research. No. You know what? No, it is you. It's... God. You're too much for me, you know that?
I'm
Singing and sitting there
much
charming. I'm so attracted. I'm not attracted in that way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm just so taken by you, with you. I can't concentrate. Oh, for God's sake. You make my life a living. You know that? You keep getting me into, or I keep getting me in. It's not really you, but it's me, but I'm losing my mind.
What, over me?
Over you-ish.
Well, that's sweet.
Sure. Yeah. To you, it's sweet.
And to you.
Yeah. Sound 520 and not a moment too soon.
Sound 520, I'm all over it.
Go.
Come on, admit it, cowboy. Innocently, it's a little sweet.
I've been unhappier. We have maybe a good collaboration.
Yes, we do.
Sometimes.
I'll swear off singing.
Thank you. And our old friend Sound 525.
525.
Go.
Gone.
Dr. Mabel Hellman, please proceed to the OR.
I had a dream about you last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I should say you were in my dream last night.
Uh-huh.
No, am I kidding? I had a dream about you last night.
What was happening?
We were swimming.
Really?
Yeah. We were at Lights 390 and Sound 526. It was strange. I don't typically have dreams like this. We were in the biggest swimming pool you've ever seen. Go. And I don't know what distinguished it from an ocean exactly. I mean, I don't know why it wasn't an ocean, because it was huge. It was whatever it was hundreds of miles wide. You couldn't see land anywhere, but for some reason in the dream I knew it was just an abnormally big swimming pool.
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was calm. Maybe that's what made it a swimming pool. There were no waves, I suppose. It was smooth. And we weren't scared out there in the middle of it. We were just skimming. And we didn't seem to have to tread even, just floating. And we knew something.
What was I wearing?
That's the thing.
No.
Well,
A full menudo?
yes, but I was completely but I was completely clothed, okay? And I mean, I was completely Sound 530. I was wearing a tuxedo
In the ocean.
in the pool. Go.
Why a tuxedo? And also, how did I look?
A tuxedo because we were on our way to some high-class luau we'd been invited to. We were late. And you were beautiful. Why am I shaking? You were beautiful. Sound 535. Go.
What? So, wait, that's it? You're going to stop there? You're not going to tell me what
No, I can
happened?
tell-
I mean,
I
like,
can
did we
tell you.
make
I'll
it to
tell
the
you.
luau?
I'll
Did
tell
I
you.
put some clothes
I
on?
was
Did I
just-
take yours off?
Hey, now.
How was my swimming?
Your swimming was excellent.
Yes, spits.
Yes. Well, not spits, but good. But we didn't actually do much swimming, though, because this dolphin came and gave us a ride.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He swooped us up, and the dolphin... Okay, this is the thing. The dolphin had the face of your husband. I'm pretty sure it was mustache, widow's peak, corduroy, kind of weird looking. Not to say that... I'm not saying that your husband looks weird. I'm just saying his features look weird on a dolphin.
I would think so.
Lights 400, Sound 540.
He didn't say anything about me being naked?
No. Go. He didn't speak. He was a dolphin. He gave us a ride to shore.
Oh, that's unlike him.
He was very benevolent, actually. No, hold on, wait. He did say something. Come to think of it, he didn't say it like in English. He dolphin said it as he let us off on the beach. He whistled it, sort of, or screeched it. I don't know. God, it's coming back to me. I can hear it. It sounded like...
Steve said that.
Yeah.
Typical Steve.
No, so he made that noise, and somehow we knew exactly what he meant. He was saying to both of us, be careful what you wish for. That was a rough translation of it, as we slid off his back onto the sand. And then neither of us had a good time at the luau. Sound 540.1. Go. Let's talk about something else.
Tom, do you masturbate about me?
Do I? That's extremely...
Do you?
I have. Have you? About me?
Yes.
We can't, though. Can we?
What?
You know what?
Go further? No.
I know.
I can't.
I know. I wouldn't ask you to. Blackout? Go.
You just heard At the Water's Edge, Wet, written and directed by Jonathan Bernstein. It featured Jeremy Shamos as Thomas and Callie Thorne as Laurie. Playwright Jonathan Bernstein, can you explain to listeners what a theater stage manager does?
I can try, never having been a stage manager, but having observed many in my time. That person is responsible for the stability of the run of a show, it seems to me. You know, the creative team, quote unquote, such as it is, the director and so forth, all tend to disappear after a show opens. And the production stage manager, along with his or her staff, tend to try to stabilize things after that and make sure the integrity of the thing is, sustained, and make sure people are getting along. And collecting valuables is one of the sacred responsibilities, which is referenced in this play, which is, I suppose people give jewelry and wallets and so forth to the stage manager, who puts them in a safe place during the show itself, just in case someone breaks into dressing rooms. I'm not quite sure.
They
or
do.
If you don't trust the other actors.
Yes, which is actually more often.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, that's what happens. Oh, and then the actual call of the show. So what we hear during this play is cues being called, lighting cues, sound cues, and so forth. There, various things go into that. And so in this play, Thomas is the PSM, the production stage manager, and Callie's playing Laurie, who is essentially the board op and is responsible for the timing of the thing.
Do stage managers ever really talk in the booth? Isn't that verboten?
Oh, no, sure. Well, they're usually behind like plexiglass or something that they're kept away from the audience, whereby the audience can't hear any of that, ideally. But yeah, sure, there's a ton of talking to each other on headsets and so forth.
Yeah, and the last play that I did, it actually wasn't tucked away behind plexiglass. It was a small theater, and she was right up here, like we could see her. It was sort of annoying. She was amazing, but it was sort of annoying because we could see the lights sort of glowing on her face, but it was the way that the theater was built, and so sometimes we could hear pss, 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 and it was up to us. She couldn't do it any quieter than that, and it was up to us to learn how to ignore it and stay in the moment and do the play that we were doing. But it does sort of depend on the theater.
So the backstory was that woman in the attic who just kept mumbling to herself?
Yes.
That's great.
Exactly.
Be careful what you wish for, says Dolphin Steve in Jonathan's play. Callie, do you want to try to armchair analyze Thomas's dream? Jeremy, you want to pitch in?
I think it has the water has so much to do, I think, with the imagery of this dream. The fluidity, the calmness, how you feel when you're in water, how you can feel weightless, and how that's a comfort and can also be very sensual. And I think that his dream in this vast pool, which really should be an ocean because you don't see any land, but and a dolphin, which is, I think represents light and happiness, and things may look a certain way, like over the rainbow. And I think that the dolphin saying, be careful what you wish for, and this circumstance between the two of them, could be fun for a moment or a long moment, and then could be quite disastrous for them and the people around them. I don't know. What does that sound like?
That
What
made
That made a lot of sense. I haven't given much thought to that before, so I'm now sort of working that through.
Did I write that for you?
Totally. That was so good. Well, you used the word weightless a second ago, and that resonates for me a great deal. And I guess it makes me ask myself if a weight has been taken off of these two because of what has transpired tonight in that particular conversation they just have that we're privy to, or might it have been better if that had never been said aloud? And I'm not quite sure what the answer is. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough what just happens between them. And there is a weightlessness to the exhilaration of being honest, truly authentic in a way.
And the exhilaration of just being together, that they clearly sort of can't wait through the day to get to each other's side.
Right. But at what cost?
Did you mean to have the sound work literally as well as figuratively in the play?
My hope is that it's operating on both those levels. And I think perhaps one gives way to the other as the play goes on, as the exchange deepens and becomes more textured somehow. It becomes more figurative, becomes more abstract. So in performance, I suppose, this play would be more magical as it goes along, perhaps. Anyway, that's how I'd do it.
What exactly does a theater sound designer do, and what defines a good sound designer in your estimation?
Yeah, it's a dimension that is rarely discussed. but can be really crucial. People think of sound design in a musical as just being able to hear the lyrics primarily, but that's a fairly reductive way of thinking about what that person does. The sort of oral landscape of something is really important to me. I think about it quite a bit. And I think, frankly, in theater, the vernacular of theater underutilizes that texture, that idea, because one associates it with film primarily or screen work generally.
It's an interesting, in terms of being underutilized, I think sometimes there are things like, that's music, like underscoring, but also even like textural underscoring with like, birds or, like if the play takes place at a beach or something, or dogs barking to, in the middle of the night. I think a lot of times sound is used to sort of introduce you to a world, and then it kind of fades away, and then the play, because I think sometimes it can be distracting. If you did it for doing a play that took place at the beach, you had like seagulls and waves sort of just start, and it kind of just fades out when you, but perhaps if you had it the whole time, it would be
too much,
a little bit annoying.
Unless the play were about seagulls.
Yeah. The seagull.
Unless
it was the seagull.
And me without a pen. I got to write that.
Callie, you started out as a stage actress, I think, and moved on to television big time in Rescue Me, Californication, and more. How do you view stage versus TV in your 5, 10, 15-year out vision?
Oh, well, I've been very lucky. Theater is what I studied in school and in college. And when I got here, I went to the Lee Strasberg Institute for a year, and then did the route of free theater for a few, 3-4 years, and really struggled to find an agent all the way up until my first real TV job, which was a show called Homicide, and that was in 1997. I was just doing free theater, and it was my joy, even though I was penniless. I was eating, McDonald's fries for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I was happier than many other times in my life. When I think back about the time, and I don't think I romanticize it, I think about the groups of people that became my family and what I was learning, and so different from school and sort of socializing this way. And then when I was lucky enough to begin working in television, it gave me, it's the cliche, but it's a cliche because it's true, it gave me the luxury of being able to do a play in between on hiatuses from shows. And that really is a luxury. And because my roots are in theater, and also how it informs me in front of the camera, that I wouldn't want it any other way.
And Jeremy, same thing. You appear on Broadway regularly, and also films and movies. And how do you view theater and the other media working for you going forward?
I don't know. I just feel I'm very comfortable doing theater, and I'm a little bit more out of my comfort zone in the other medium. So, I like working on the other things to work on it, but I feel very like I always return to the theater and always sort of have, that's sort of my base. But yeah, no, I like trying to figure it all out. All of it's impossible anyway.
It's true.
There's a morbid war cry. All of it's impossible.
In a good way.
In a good way,
yeah. Exactly.
No, it's challenging. That's a better way to say it.
Right. You're in touch with your Don Quixote.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sort of. We're a little bit out of touch, but we write to each other. Postcards.
Pen pals. Anyway, this was great fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Jonathan Bernstein, playwright and director. Callie Thorne, who played Laurie. And Jeremy Shamos, who played Thomas.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You've been listening to Playing on Air. Associate producer, Michelle O'Brien. Literary manager, Bonnie Antosh. Theme and play music, Tom Cochan. Recording and sound design by John Kilgore. Playing on Air is distributed by PRX. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can visit us at playingonair.org, where you can discover new shorts and interviews with amazing artists. Subscribe to Playing on Air on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. And to help us share great theater with new listeners nationwide, rate and review a show. It's the best way to spread the word. For Playing on Air, I'm your host, Claudia Catania. Thanks for listening.